Hello guys, this is Radio69501 and welcome to my channel. Oh yeah. Well, the comic that gonna I don't know why I'm saying it. You don't know what I'm gonna do. So the comic that gonna display this is another from the 90s crossover between Marvel and DC Comics. And this one is Punisher Batman, done by Dixon and John Romita Jr. Check out this cover. Awesome cover, huh? And look at the back. By the way, this is a pretty cool story though. Just in case that some of you don't know, well, we get to see Punisher and Batman in a kind of like a Royal Rumble, more or less. Okay, on this video I'm gonna give you my thoughts about this new story arc that started about 3 months ago on the Superman books. It's called True, but this one is on Action Comics. So here's issue number 41, awesome cover. Here's issue number 42 and issue number 43. Check that out. Love this cover. And also going to show you Divergence Superboy issue number 2. Why? Well, allow me to explain. Okay. Let me organize myself here. Okay. Divergence Superboy issue number 2. On the last pages, the last 8 or 10 pages in the Divergence Action Comics, as we can see here. So here on these 8 pages, it tells you why Superman he doesn't have no more his Superman suit, and also why he using kind of like what are those knuckle rags, I guess I'm gonna call it knuckle rags, that he used rags around his knuckles, which I'm gonna explain you why. Okay, in those 8 pages, the thing is that Superman, he lost his power after using his super flare, so he decides to go to walking and also a motorcycle. He decides to go to his Fortress of Solitude. On his way there, some creatures called shadows, which that story arc with the shadows is on Superman books. But the thing about this, true, I think I did that video explaining about that the truth is divided in 3 or 4 different aspects of Superman. Reminds me a little bit of Batman. Anyway, so he battles some shadow creatures. Let me see if I can find it here. Yes. He fights some shadow creatures. So once that he finished fighting all those creatures, when he arrived to the Fortress of Solitude, the thing is that since he has no superpower, so the cave computer did not recognize him as Superman, because for some reason he has no powers. So I'm not sure how that works, but the computer on his cave doesn't work, or doesn't recognize Superman as Superman. He recognizes that person as everybody else but Clark Kent or Kal-El or Superman, whatever name. Excuse me. So the thing is that since his uniform, since his Superman suit is part of him, so the computer kind of like took him out of his system, kind of like absorbed it. So Superman is struggling. He said, "I'm Kal-El. I mean, what you are doing?" The computer says, "Well, I don't recognize you, and you are not supposed to have the suit, so I'm going to take away from you." Which actually, that's what it did. Kind of like absorb the Superman suit out of his system. I mean, he doesn't need to change anymore as before. He has regular clothes. He can change for regular clothes to Superman suit in a heartbeat. He doesn't need to. Which that was the good part about it. But hey, what can I say? Anyway, so once that the computer struggled take Superman suit out of his system, so Superman kind of like grab the cape. Here we go, the cape again. Grab the cape that's supposed to be indestructible, doesn't break, but somehow managed to break. That's the part I do not understand. So part of the cape, it breaks, and Superman is holding part of the cape actually. That's it. So using that cape is what he decides to use as knuckle rags. I'm going to call them knuckle capes or knuckle rags. It might be a specific name to it, but I really don't know. If you know, well, put them on the comments. Let me know. Anyway, that's how Superman becomes using that regular suit, as we can see here, like a t-shirt and jeans. It tells you right there why he's using now t-shirt and jeans. Okay, fine. Once that story is over, it continues on Action Comic number 41. Okay, after he left there, he traveled all over the United States. He bought a motorcycle, and he bought some new clothes, and he traveled throughout the United States. Although he already traveled the whole world, but I guess the point of view is different when you are in the air while you are actually traveling on a motorcycle. So he managed to buy a motorcycle. They recognize him that he's Superman, so they tried to beat him up, which was a point which was a waste of time. The thing is that he finally managed to arrive to Metropolis. Everything's cool. He goes to a street where he used to, close where he works at, and there's a big party going on. You know, a big welcome. You know, everybody's happy. Well, you know, everybody knows that Superman is Clark Kent, and Clark Kent is Superman, so everybody's happy, and they give him a welcome party, and, you know, beer, sandwich, barbecue, you name it, everybody's happy, having fun, until the cop shows up. But before that, there's a monster that shows up in Metropolis. I know, I mean, with Superman, there always have to be monsters. The thing is that that monster happens to be one of those shadow creatures that he fight here. But this time, this one is giant one. So there's a big fight going on. While all that's going on, there's a policeman, a lieutenant. That, by the way, I have to say that I love the art. Check out this art. It's done by Cooder. And the writer is Greg Pak. Check that out, that art. And also I love this cover from issue number 42. Just love it. So, while all that is going on fighting, somebody calls the lieutenant of the police station. Say, look, this is a riot, this is illegal, and we're going to break them up. So the lady from the fire department said, look, I'm the boss of the fire department, and we know that we are not breaking any laws, and we just having fun. But I guess that the cop, he didn't like it because probably he did not get invited to it. So the thing is that he went to break what he calls a riot. Kind of like a protester. So the civilians, so here on the book we see the people versus the policemen. So after Superman finished fighting that shadow creature, he take a big chain and he stand between the people and the policemen, as we can see here. So this is kind of, it touch a little bit of police brutality. The thing is that here on this story we get to find out that a lot of people have a lot of resentment against Superman. Just being such a superpower, a god and everything. So a lot of people, even though that they see him as a savior, a lot of people, they were jealous of him. They were mad at him. Because, well, why he get to have all those superpowers and I don't? And he's an alien. He's not even human. So people start to believe that Superman, like everybody, acting like he was one of us, human that is, which actually he's an alien. Whether they look like us or not, well, whatever. So a lot of people have a lot of resentment against Superman. Jealousy, I would say it's more about jealousy than anything else. And this lieutenant, which is the worst of the worst, the thing is that Superman asks him, look, why are you doing this? And the policeman says, look, I'm sick of you. I'm tired of cleaning after you. Every time you fight somebody, we have to clean it up. We are policemen. We get paid to protect our people. We don't need you. You're taking, in a way, kind of like this police lieutenant. He feels like Superman is making them look worthless, not good enough, which I can understand it in the comic book world. So the thing is that the lieutenant was looking. The real reason he was doing that, because he's getting a call from someone else. The thing is that the policeman, he was making Superman to lose his temper. He was pushing Superman's buttons in a way where Superman would lose his patience and punch him, which actually that's what he did. So Superman lost it, and he actually punched the policeman, which, lucky for Superman, the policeman, as we can see here, the big punch, that policeman or lieutenant happens to be a shadow creature also. So here we get to find out that those shadow creatures, they can have or take the shape of a human being and act like human being, although they are shadows, which is pretty cool concept with this creature. Now, if this creature came out in some other storyline before the New 52, between the 90s and the New 52, well, I have no idea. But other than that, it's fun. So everybody found out that the lieutenant, he's not human, he's shadow. So there's that fight, obviously. So not only that, we get to see Amanda Waller also. The thing is that once that the fight is over, Superman goes to the White House. But before that, he goes to his apartment, as we can see here. So we can see here that there's a lot of prejudice going on against Superman because he's an alien. He's not human. So that's more or less what's going on right now. In a different way, but basically it's what we're looking at the TV news right now. So he get to talk to the people that was in favor of Superman, and he give them a speech, and he says, "Look, you're all Superman now." So he's saying like, look, you don't need to have superpower to be a hero or to stand what is right. You don't need to have superpowers, which Superman is finding out right now because, well, he has no superpower. Yeah, he has some level of vulnerability and some level of strength. He can jump, but he cannot fly. And there's half of his superpowers that just gone. So he makes everybody to believe in him again. not to look Superman as a god, but more like one of us. I mean, I might be an alien, and I have superpowers, but right now I have no superpowers, but all of you can be Superman. You all can be heroes. So Superman decides to go to the police station. The thing is that half of the police station is possessed. They're part of the shadows. They are shadow creatures. So he went inside the police station with a lot of people, what he calls, you are now Superman. You all can be Superman. And that was the end so far of this story arc. I believe it's 4 or 5 issue story arc. So I have to say that I really like it because it touched a different aspect of what's going on the real world into the Superman world. We get to see how a lot of people have resentment against Superman. Now they have no superpowers, so we get to see that a lot of people was jealous, I think, that they did not say anything before because, well, I mean, who's going to tell Superman whatever you're thinking? I mean, when you know that he can go, whatever. But now that he has no superpowers, we get to see that part of the people, how they feel about Superman. Half of it they are in favor, and the other half they are against Superman. So there's kind of like a little bit complot going on to make like a campaign against Superman, and then go home. So overall, the story is really good. I really like it. It's a very interesting story. I get to see different, like I said before, different aspects about Superman's life right now, and what he's going through, how he's dealing with problems, not with the problems that goes to him, that not having all the superpowers that he used to have to try to work it out. So he's limited. This is a limited Superman, and I really like this story arc so far. That different aspect about it, and I would give it. Now remember, 3 out of 5, I do not like it. 4 out of 5, it is good. 5 out of 5 is the best of the best. So I would give it 4.5 out of 5 because the story is really good. It's a very simple story. I mean, you don't need to have a lot of background to know what's going on. It's a very simple, straightforward story, which those are the stories I like to read a lot. And like I said, I would give it 4.5 out of 5. Well guys, this is it. I hope that you like this video. Till later. Bye.